New Delta Avengers makes U-turn on planned attack on oil facilities in Delta. The new Delta Avengers who planned to attack major oil facilities in Delta State from June 30, 2017 have rescinded their decision. The group said its decision to make a U-turn followed the intervention of Chief Edwin Kayagbodo Clark, who intervened and pleaded through Pandev. The group accused Governor Ifeanyi of Delta State of underdeveloping the oil-producing areas of the state while pushing development efforts to his land. Barely 2 days to June 30, 2017, the day given by members of the dreaded New Delta Avengers to blow up major oil facilities in Delta State following the alleged underdevelopment of Delta oil-producing communities by Governor Ifeanyi. The group has rescinded their decision. According to a statement allegedly addressed to Chief Edwin Kayagbodo Clark, the group agreed on Wednesday to drop the idea, saying for the intervention of Chief Clark and for the respect they have for him, they have no option than to shelve the planned attack on oil facilities in Delta State. The statement read in part, "In deference to your authority on issues involving our development and efforts to change the tide of perpetual underdevelopment and treatment as second-class citizens of this nation, the highest command of the NDA has decided to shelve our planned attack on major oil facilities in the region from June 30, 2017. New Delta Avengers makes U-turn on planned attack on oil facilities in Delta. Sir, you are aware that we have earlier withdrawn the time frame of our proposed strike. This was done with the intention to take the government unaware and to prove to all and sundry that we are not all about bark, we are more than able to accompany our noise with louder action. But your personal intervention and plea through Pandev has made us take a second thought as we are now calling off the planned strikes. Without prejudice to any ongoing discussion with the federal government, we hope that the window of peace will afford you time to take up the issues as you promised with Delta State government. We are not oblivious of your concerns that our activities are capable of further causing adverse effects on the crude production and derail your ongoing engagement with the federal government. But as we have said in several of our past statements, our grouse is not with the federal government. Our anger is with the present Delta administration's deliberate neglect and deprivation of oil-bearing communities in the state and underfunding of the Oil-Producing Areas Development Commission, DESIPADEC, since the swearing-in of this government in 2015. Chief Edwin Kayagbodo Clark. The group said for their respect for him, they have no option than to shelve the planned attack. The group said it was in its plan to wrestle oil-producing communities of Delta State from the grip of Governor Ifeanyi's administration, just as it described Governor Akau as a recalcitrant governor. The group accused the governor of planning to scrap DESIPADEC in 2015 when he was sworn in, adding, "We were told that he will do this so that money will be available for him to develop Hike Land and other parts of Delta North." Despite the denials, all indications now point to the truth of those statements, because since Akau became governor, the commission has been starved of fund and all resources available to the state are now being used to develop his homeland, yet he continues to sing his ego aria songs to other parts of Delta. Nage. Com reports that the group called on Chief Clark to examine the projects the governor is executing in his area and what he is doing in the Tsukiri, Isiko, Ijaw, Ndakwa and Robo areas of the state, adding that because of their stand against the government of the state, it enjoys support from every tribe and clan that produces oil and gas in the state. The militants are angry that Governor Rifneyakawa of Delta State has abandoned the oil-producing areas in preference for his Ike land. The statement that was signed by the group's high commanders from the 5 oil-producing areas of the state include Ujato Etomi, Sakiri, Darakamur Brandi, Ijaw, Ikpimujiro, Isako, Andrew Otoja, Robo and Debendo Iguago, Ndakwa, said despite the clear signals, the governor accused them as being foreigners and people from other states. It said, "Our plan is to prove him wrong and show him and the federal government that we are sons and daughters of the land who have seen our fathers and mothers, friends, brothers and sisters die from deprivation and hunger. We want to show the governor that we know the land and how to hit where it hurts most." Oil-producing areas of Delta State and in the Niger Delta as a whole have been suffering in the past, but our pain and torment have not been so strong that we have become totally hopeless. Those who have contracts cannot pay their workers, the communities where projects are located cannot benefit, so the projects become a problem to them. We are suffering and dying, our father. But it is better to die fighting than lay prostrate as our leaders, elders and the likes of Hoscom have been doing to the Asaba power instead of speaking the truth. On Akawa's statement that the Avengers are not from Delta but foreigners, the group asked, which foreigners can be so touched and committed to the suffering of people outside their land that they want to put their lives and resources on the line for the welfare of the people the man who aimed to governor has abandoned. Nonetheless, we have decided to give peace a chance as directed by you, our father, to show our respect and support for your commitment and dedication despite the odds. Though we want to reiterate that our retreat is not total, it is bound by the time we face. Sir, we are giving you the requested window for your intervention, but we will not demobilize our armaments, hardwares and men from locations where they have been camping since they were dispatched 3 weeks ago until we are sure of positive results from you.